Yo guys, how's it going? We are back for another episode of our Schalke career mode, where today we have ourselves three matches to our name. We have ourselves this first game against Dresden, I think that's called. Then we have a game in the cup against Hoffenheim, and then another game here against this side, which I'm not sure who it is. Let's have a quick look. So Dresden are currently 17th in the league, so that's good to know. And the other side are currently 5th in the league, which is Heidenheim, maybe? I don't know. I think that's how it's pronounced. So we're still trying to climb back up the table after that poor run of form we were on. Got a little bit better in the last episode. Obviously, started the episode off with a 2-1 loss. Then got ourselves a 1-0 draw, a 3-1 win against Ingolstadt, and then a 1-0 draw again against Hanover. So let's hope we can improve off of that again today and get ourselves moving back up that table to try and get ourselves back into the Bundesliga. But let's get straight into this first game and see how it goes. Right then, boys, here we are for this game against Dresden. Let's try and get into this one. And we are at home for this game. They are currently 17th in the league out of, I think it's 18 teams. So, realistically, we should be winning this game quite comfortably. But we know that ain't how it's been going recently in these games. So, let's get into it. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how this one goes and see if we progress in the cup, and then you'll know that you're in for another 3-game episode at some point. But currently Butler is on the ball, gives it to Kajust. We'll switch it out wide now to Schneider, who can try and work something with the ball. He gives it off to Ramphel. We'll give it back to Schneider. He's made some space for himself, tried to whip the ball in. I think that's handball on the edge of the box there, so we have a chance to try and get the ball into the box. As we're not going to be able to get it up and over the wall. It's an indirect free kick, so we're going to have to whip this one into the centre somewhere. So we'll pelt it at the front post, why not? And there we go, we've met the man, and unfortunately Butler's put it straight at the keeper, and somehow they've managed to claim that ball as well, so that's not great for us. But currently we are trying to defend, and that is a good tackle to start that off with our left back. And currently Zalazar, the man in form for our side, is charging forward, gives it into the new man Tekel, who spreads it over to Anderson, and his shot has been saved by the keeper. An outstretched leg has stopped that one from going in the back of the net, which is unfortunate for us. But here we are, nearly getting ourselves in the lead. Right, Ramphel to whip this ball into the box. It's a good cross. Kajust is going up for it. Not managed to meet the header. Butler's gone up and won it. Zalazar has some space and he takes the shot at goal. And it wasn't a bad effort either. Currently, we have still got the ball back as well. And if we can play through Kajust, and we have done so. Oh, it's not even Kajust. It's this young man, Wesley Schneider. I don't know if it is Wesley, but it is Schneider who has put us into the lead just 11 minutes into this game. Zalazar took a very good shot at goal to start the attack off, but we won't see that in that clip. But we play through Schneider beautifully between the two defenders, and the first time strike from the young man, the youth academy graduate, has just bagged himself his first goal in competitive football to put us 1-0 up. Let's go, boys, let's go. Let's hope there's many more of them to come from that lad. Itakura can play the ball off from that offside to our left back, but we're getting blocked off with Butler, and that was a tragic challenge. And that is a straight red card for Herman, who has been sent off just 39 minutes into this game. And it's a tragic challenge on Butler. He had no chance of winning the ball in that situation, and he has been red carded for it. So, terrible challenge there. Right, ball played long into the area, and that's a good header won by I'm not sure who, but we'll play that ball from Tekel into Anderson, who is beating his man, and he takes the shot, and again it is saved by the keeper. And right now, their keeper is the only man keeping them in this game, because Anderson has had a couple of decent chances at goal, and the keeper's made a save for both of them. That is half time. We've gone in 1-0 up and one man extra, as well as their man got red carded just before half time, 39 minutes in. We have taken the lead just 11 minutes into the game, and let's hope we can carry that on in the second half and maybe try and advance and get ourselves a second if possible. It'd be nice if we can. Let's try and get it. Anderson is free in the centre. We'll give it back to Ramphel and then back to Anderson. We've got some space in the centre with Kajust. It's been blocked off nicely though. We'll spread it. Tried to play it inside but not to the right man instead, and that's nicely here. Schneider has some space on it, takes the shot, and it is well over the bar. Not the best of efforts there from the young man. But at the minute, we're just pushing them back. Looking good defensively. Pushing them, pressing them very nicely at the minute. But that is a ball inside now. And now they can try and attack with Cade. We're trying to get the ball back for as much as we possibly can at the minute. But a good tackle again. This time it's Ramphel who has gave the ball away, as I didn't see that man there. And it's a good save by Farman. But like I say, I didn't see that man standing there through that pass. And luckily for us, Farman was equal to it. When it's converting from sunlight to the shade, it's so difficult to see their players. It really is at the minute. And we'll play this ball inside now. That's nicely done. And Fagir couldn't find the pass through. Nebel has won the ball back though. And we'll play it off to Zalazar, who finds the ball down the wing. We'll play it back from Butler into Fagir, who's hit the outside of the bar. And Drexler has the ball again. We've whipped it in. It's Butler who has put the ball wide of the post. And for some reason, it says that we've got the red card instead of their team. But, hey-ho. That is full time. We have come away with a victory and 3 points from this first game of today's episode with that goal from Schneider in the first opening minutes of the game. Looked quite good. And honestly, I don't know, to be fair. We should have probably put more in the back of the net, I'm not going to lie. Especially with a couple of chances we had towards the end. And we should have created a lot more because we had the dominance on this side all game, I think. They never really looked threatening when coming forward. And when we took the ball, we really should have created a lot more chances in this one. But 3 points is 3 points to me, and that's all I can ask for at the moment. We tried to get some extra goals towards the end, but unfortunately Fagir denied his first goal for the club by hitting the outside of the bar and the post. I think that clipped, but it is what it is, and hopefully we can try and keep this run of form going with a win in the next game as well. Right then, here we are for the post-match interview this time. Let's see what they have to ask us today. Right. So, we have ourselves. Did that seem like a game of two halves? You have to be strong in both parts of the game. Every player did his job. Why didn't we threaten in the second half? We did towards the end, but not for most of it. We should have created a lot more chances, like I said, because we had the ball with a lot of it. Was that a more difficult match than you'd expected? No, because we created 14 chances to their 4. Yeah, we made the chances to be won by more, and we could have created more chances to win by even more than that, but we didn't do so. If we'd just finished the chances off at the end, that's the only issue we had in this game. A routine win today, are you satisfied? I respect my players' professionalism. They played very, very well today, and I'm very happy about it. Let's hope that we can carry that sort of form on, though. And after that game, we have ourselves a player chat saying, hey boss, I know people have been talking about the position you're playing me in. I just wanted to say I'm ready to do whatever's necessary to make us successful. And I'm happy to play as a right back if that's part of your plan. Thank you, because you're doing very well for me. You'll do for me. You've been playing very well in that position, so I'm very happy with you. And now, just before we go into the second game against Hoffenheim, we have Aiden coming to us saying, just wondering, boss, if I can get a chance to be involved in our next game. The cup is not a thing that I'm prioritising this season, so I don't mind doing this. You can come in for this game, why not? Right then, boys, here we are for that game against Hoffenheim. I do quite like their second kit, though, I'm not going to lie to you. But we have had a bit of a change around in the squad with Murphy coming in up front. As like I say, it's a cup game. I'm not too fussed about it, to be honest. Chalinov is a man playing on the left mid, as Butler was a little bit tired today. We have Lazar, who's moved into the centre as well, because Kajus was a little bit tired. Again with Sane, so Ranocchio has came in for him, and as well as the two wing backs as well. Janoglu has came in because I cannot remember our left back's name now, but he has come in for him, and also Aiden has come in because he has to come in. So let's get into this game. Let's see how it goes. And here we are for this game against Hoffenheim in the Cup. Let's get into it, boys. Let's no messing about. Let's try and get ourselves through to the next round with a very weakened side today. So we're back underway and looking like a dangerous opposition already. Is a player that we definitely have to be careful of in this game, because I know he is a very good player, I'm pretty sure, from what I can remember, and a very good prospect as well, as Aiden is the man that's got to try and defend against him today. But right now, Ranocchia and everyone are struggling, but a good save from Farman, and Çalhanoğlu has took that out for some reason. Can we try and gain some pace coming forward, though? That is the question. Çalhanoğlu hasn't quite got the pace to get there. That's unfortunate, else we could have had quite a decent counter-attack this time. But right now, they are looking very threatening when they come forward. Aiden is the man trying to defend for all he can at the moment. It's played into Thuram and again to their striker. We're trying to get some space, but Thuram has the ball. This time it does go into the back of the net. We're 1-0 down within 13 minutes. I'm not surprised, because they have looked very threatening coming forward so far. And I've had hardly any of the ball. Literally from that first attack, we have had none of the ball whatsoever. And Thuram has pinged this one straight at the keeper. Well, not straight at the keeper, but he's put that much power behind this shot. I think Farman does get a fingertip to it, but it's way too powerful and bounces off the inside post and goes into the back of the net. As you'll see here, yes, he does get a hand to it, but not quite enough of one. And it does end up going into the back of the net still. Unfortunately, we are now 1-0 down. Like I say, he is a young lad, only 59 overall, and he has on a -2 as well. So it is what it is, but that's a good header there. Ranocchia is the man that I'm most worried about today, and Thurman has played the ball inside. Good save by Farman. But yeah, at the minute, it's definitely a reverse of that Dresden game where we cannot get no chances against Hoffenheim. And they are just pinning us to the wall at the minute. As I say that, they've got him behind. And that is this time a decent save by Farman. Çalhanoğlu has to try and use whatever pace he can to try and get forward here. Plays the ball off nicely. And now that is to Zalazar, who was onside apparently. Will whip this ball into the area. It's to Anderson, who has took the shot at goal. And it is saved by the keeper. Right, ball to be whipped in by Schneider this time. If he can find a ball into the box. And it's a good cross, but Itakura hasn't managed to find the header at goal. It's another chance for Schneider to whip a ball into the area. And he's whipped it into a dangerous one again. But again, it hasn't quite worked out for us. If Schneider can try and head the ball back, it's Çalhanoğlu who has space. And it's a good effort at goal, but it is still saved by the keeper. And we are looking threatening at the moment. That is half-time. We are 1-0 down at half-time, but as the half has progressed, we've definitely looked like a lot more threatening of a side. Murphy hasn't had a shot at goal yet, but that's fine because a couple of our other players have. And like I say, we've definitely looked a lot more threatening since about the halfway point of that first half. So hopefully we can try and improve off of that and keep going. And hopefully get ourselves back into this game. Because like I say, as that half progressed, we definitely looked a lot more threatening than what we did at the start. So, Hoffenheim still looking very dangerous coming forward, don't get me wrong. But we can try and defend, and that isn't going well so far as Thuram takes a shot at goal. And it's nearly 2-0 already. Now it's off again. Can we play the ball round the back? Here we go. Zalazar into Çalhanoğlu, who can find the ball into the box. And Murphy, for his first attempt at goal for his new club, he goes for an overhead kick there. It's that same issue that we had in that last game where we just cannot find that final pass. But Thurman has played it. Well, that was a banging ball into that striker there. And now it is the chance again for their man to come forward. Çalhanoğlu trying to get out to his man. Not really defending too well at the minute is Çalhanoğlu. Itakura is the man who is out there. And like I say, Itakura is the man at the back at the moment. Çalhanoğlu trying to defend for all he can. And that is so much space. That was shocking. And it's now 2-0 to Hoffenheim. And that will be the end of the game. We won't be getting ourselves back from this one. But it is what it is. Hoffenheim have been dangerous all game. We've definitely looked like, I think, the more attacking side in this second half. But it's still not resulted in anything. Like I say, a couple of misplaced passes at the end of attacks has just ruined us really, and that was just tragic defending, and that was my fault. I think I dragged the defenders out of position and it was shocking, but it is what it is, and we are now 2-0 down. Salazar has stopped it, and now it's Anderson who plays the ball into the centre, but there's nobody there whatsoever, and there was not really a lot of options for me to do anything that time. And again, it is Hoffenheim just counter-attacking our play, and it's so difficult to defend against this side. It really is. Çalhanoğlu not really making much of his chances at the moment. When he has the chance to try and do something for the side, and it's really not working at the minute, and that's going to be 3. And again, it is a mistake at the back. Oh my god, this passing play from this side is actually tragic to defend against. It's actually so difficult, and I think it is that man again. No, it isn't. It's Rudy this time, and again, it is me dragging my players out of positions, but at the end of the day, Çalhanoğlu or Itakura, somebody should be getting the foot there. Ranocchia especially, he was the closest man to that, but unfortunately he doesn't do so, and that shot is in the back of the net for 3-0. Right, we're back underway again, and let's just hope that we can do something with the ball at the moment, because at the minute it's just not working out. If we can try and get something going out of this game, it'd be nice, but Tekel wasn't making a run there. He's beating his man somehow with a chest down, takes the shot, is saved by the keeper. Right, Schneider is the man to whip this ball in again. It's going to be into a dangerous area again, and this time it's a good header from Anderson, but again it is saved by the Hoffenheim goalkeeper. Schneider whips the ball into the area. It's Tekel going up for that header. Hasn't won it. Çalhanoğlu hasn't won the second header either. We'll ping that back forward to Salazar. Give it to Çalhanoğlu, who has space. And he's give it to Schneider now. Cuts inside with a decent effort at goal, but it is saved again. That is full time, and we are back to losing ways again. Don't get me wrong, it was against a very decent Hoffenheim side today. But it was still a poor defensive performance either way you look at it. Like I say, Hoffenheim's passing was just so difficult to deal with. And we had our own chances in this game that we just didn't take. And it was not good enough from our side. It really wasn't attacking wise. Because like I say, we did have the chances. We just didn't take the shots. Very much like that last game. We were lucky to get 3 points out of that one for the chances we missed. But at the end of the day, we've got to try and improve ourselves. And hopefully we can do that back in the league in the next game. And if you look there, we've had 9 shots at goal. They've had 8, and they managed to put 3 past us. We only managed to put. We didn't manage to put any past ours. With 9 shots at goal. That just shows the kind of missed chances that we could have had in this game. Right, post-match interview now. After that game, that was a big defeat. What went wrong today? Our boys aren't at that level yet. We were way too easy to play against. We need to take criticism. At the end of the day, we weren't good enough defensively, and we missed a lot of chances coming forward. Not really, because Aiden, I think, was one of our better players today, to be honest. I think he was one of our top players playing for us, especially defensively. He looked like one of the more stable ones. Nothing seemed to go right for your team today. What was the problem? We just didn't cope defensively. Exactly, we did not cope defensively, and our attacking play wasn't good enough either, to be honest. Right, so we have ourselves a couple of player chats after that game saying, "Hi, hey boss, I know people are talking about the position you're playing me in. I just want to say I'm ready to do whatever's necessary to make us successful. I'm happy to play as a right winger if that's a part of your plan." You're not playing as a right winger, you're playing as a cam. You can do even better, but you're not playing as a right wing, you're playing as a cam, so let's just leave that where it is. I feel like I let you down, boss. It seemed to be as if my mistakes were what cost us, and what it was a game I was desperate to win. Mate, you were one of the better players today. Don't pressure yourself, you played very well. Yeah, you played one of the best players on the pitch. Don't get me wrong, probably your mistake did cost us the first goal, but it was Çalhanoğlu's mistakes that cost us the other 2, so yeah. Right, and here we are for our last game of today's episode against Heidenheim, where today we have ourselves pretty much a full strength 11, apart from Nebel having to take the place of Schneider for today, as he was a little bit tired, so we're going to play him back. But yeah, the rest of the side is back to our usual starting 11, so let's hope that it can commit to our back to our performances that we showed in the first game of this episode. Let's go. And here we are for that game against Heidenheim. So let's get straight into it and try and get ourselves back to winning ways after that poor performance in the last game. Let's go. And here we go, boys. Underway for this game against Heidenheim. Let's try and get ourselves this decent performance coming forward if we can. Like I say, we've been decent attacking wise, creating chances. We're just not putting them in the back of the net at the minute. That is the issue we're having. But Ramphel is the man on the ball at the minute. Gives it off to Kajus. Not a lot of space or options for Kajus. He tries to find Butler and manages to do so. Give back into Kajus. We can give it off to Butler now and out to Zalazar, who can whip a ball into that back post. It can be played into Butler, and that was a very, very big chance for Butler to put in the back of the net. That should have so easily been put in the back of the net, and he didn't do so. He skewed it wide of the post, but a good first attack from us. That looked dangerous. Now it's a chance for us to come forward again with Nebel or Anderson giving the ball through to Nebel, who is through on goal. Well, he's not through on goal, but he's into a decent position. But that man defended very well to give Nebel very little options there. But he has won the ball back, and we can play this ball into Tekel, who should be putting that in the back of the net, and he has done so. That is it, 1-0 up, 13 minutes in, and that's exactly what we needed. I probably could have taken the chance with Nebel, but I decided to guarantee that finish. It looked a bit worrying when Tekel took that first touch, but luckily for us, it ended up in the back of the net anyway. It wasn't the prettiest of finishes or attacks in general, but at the end of the day, it's in the back of the net, and that's all that matters at the minute. It could be heading for another 3 points. And there we go, underway again, and we're back on to, we're back into the lead for second game running in the league, to be fair. We'll try and switch the play this time. That's a decent pass from whoever that was. Nebel has the ball again. It's into Anderson, and we have space and time again. It's Tekel who takes the first time finish, but it is saved by the keeper. So far in this game, he has definitely looked a lot better than what he has when he's came off the bench in these past few games. But Kajus can find the ball out to that man, who can try and play the ball into Anderson. He's done so, and it's in the back of the net, but it's offside. That could have been a second assist for Nebel, but unfortunately Anderson did find himself just offside as we've played that pass. Let's have a quick look at where this got played. Yes, he was offside, unfortunately. That's poor, but decent play. We should be winning that, and our left back has in fact done so. It's Zalazar on the ball. We'll play it off now to Butler, who has space in the centre, and he's done well to beat one man. Kajus now has space, who can play it off to Anderson. He now has a lot of space, who puts a shot at goal, but it's well over the bar. If we can play this ball round the back, that's nicely done as well. Into Ramphel, who can find the ball to Nebel. Can we try and get something going here? We'll play the ball down to Anderson. That was nicely done. Find the ball into the box, and Tekel again is on the end of it. This time it's an Anderson assist, but Tekel grabs himself his second goal of the game. It was nicely done. Nice build-up play again from the boys. Nebel again being a key part of it. This time slides the ball openly into Anderson, and look at the space Tekel has in the centre. That is tragic from the Heidenheim defence, and he has managed to put the volley at the near post again for our side to take a 2-0 lead this time, and this is the kind of finishing that we need out of this side right now. Ball smash long. Butler goes up for the header, wins it, but doesn't find one of our men with the other end of the header. Now it's a chance for the Heidenheim to come on one of their first dangerous attacks of the game if they can find a ball in. They have done so. It's a good save by Farman with their first shot at goal of the game, I'm pretty sure. Right, we'll play the ball out of defence again from the goal kick. So it's Ramphel, the man on the ball, who has pace to beat his man, and I know that. And it's played into Nebel, who's done very well to beat his man there. Plays it into Kajust. We'll give it back to Nebel because he has some space and time to beat his man. He's knocked the ball a little bit far there, but it's into Anderson, who has space to pick out a cross again. And again, it is Met Salazar this time, but it is saved by the keeper. Right, Ramphel is the man standing over this corner. We'll whip it into an area for Sane to get his head to, and that was pretty much dinked into that far corner, but unfortunately didn't meet the top corner. Not just underneath the bar, it was just over it. But as you'll see here, he wasn't far off either. That is half time. We have gone in at 2-0 up. 2 tackle goals at their keeper's near post. Have found its way into the back of the net. And so far, he's had 3 shots. 2 of them have ended up in the back of the net. And all 3 of them have been on target. He has been very good today. And the man that I'm most impressed with is Nebel, who has done very well so far today. Very well indeed. Created a lot of chances and looked very threatening when he came forward. Been very happy with him so far. And we're actually looking like we actually might finish off chances at the minute. I'm very happy with that. Obviously, this Butler chance should have been put in the back of the net earlier than that to put us 1-0 up. But unfortunately not. But we're still 2-0 up, so it doesn't matter. Right, here we are, back underway again. And they have made a change at half-time, as I'm assuming they don't think their strikers are doing enough to create chances at the minute. Because they've changed one of their strikers, I'm pretty sure, in Maloney. So, it is their chance to come forward straight from kickoff, and they've had a decent attempt at goal as well, with Farman getting his legs to it, luckily keeping them closed. And now it's a chance still for them to come forward and get themselves back into this game, and it's another good save by Farman. Poor touch from Sane as gave them the ball back though. Right, ball has been played clear. Kajust has gone up for it, not won the header though. And now it's played round the back. They're definitely looking like a lot more of a threatening side in this second half, which is a little bit worrying. Because that's normally my key area, is attacking in the second half. Attacking in the first isn't normally my key points. But here we are, we're back underway, and they have got themselves back into the game. It's 2-1. Like I say, they definitely look more threatening and a lot more eager coming out in this second half. And they've grabbed a goal 55 minutes into this game. Not great. Just 10 minutes after the restart, we have been pegged back to 2-1 now. Yeah, we have to be careful of this side because they're definitely looking a lot more threatening in this second half. And that is not great for us. That's an easy interception for Schneider though, and if Tekel could have played that ball over the top to him, that would have been beautiful, because that could have been a second goal in the league for Schneider, but unfortunately not, and it's a chance for Heidenheim to come back forward. And like I say, I'm finding it very difficult to see at the minute on my TV screen, and that is a very good save from Farman. One from our left back, and that is not great because we get the ball away again. Now Salazar, if he can try and cover and defend well here, that would be nice, but for some reason Schneider just gave up after our man had gone towards the ball there, Salazar, and that's played in, and it could be, and it is. It's 2 apiece. 81 minutes in, and we've been pegged back from 2-0 up to 2 apiece. And oh man, what has gone on today? We looked so good in that first half, so good indeed, and we've been pegged back. Oh, that was... Why can't we just keep leads? Especially when we're 2-0 up. That should be a comfortable win for us at that point, and we've ended up giving it back 2-2 apiece. And I don't see, the way we're attacking in this second half, I don't see us getting back into the lead at all. Ramphel again to whip this corner in. It's a decent cross into a decent area. Still not able to be won. And they have won that second header as well. But it's came back to our man on the outside of the area. He has space. And it's a good effort at goal. No, it isn't. It's well wide of the post. Can we try and play it round the outside? That is the question. It's our left back trying to play the ball into Schneider. It's not the best of passes, but he has something to work with. He gives the ball into Salazar, who can try and work something with the ball here. It's space, it's time, and it's played, and a beautiful save by their keeper. I'm not going to deny that at all. If we can win this header though, no we can't, because our man did not jump for it. And if this ends up putting them in the lead, I'll be absolutely furious if they get something. that is full time. We have ended up somehow drawing this game after going 2-0 up in the first half with 2 tackle goals. In the second half, it was just a completely different outcome, honestly. The way we attacked in that first half, we looked threatening every time we came forward. Heidenheim didn't look threatening at all. Second half started, it was the complete opposite. It was tragic from our side coming forward in that second half. And we didn't look threatening at all. And that just shows with 2-0 up and we've conceded to come back to 2 apiece. Not good enough from our side at all. And that is definitely 3 points lost. Right then, here we are for the post-match interview. A great show from Treacle, but only a draw. Let's see. Tekel was first class today. That's what we'll go with. Then for the next question, we have ourselves a close game. Are you happy with the draw? At least we didn't let the draw slip away from us. That is very true, because we could have very easily done that today. And finally, we have ourselves, were you worried when you got the equaliser? Maybe we thought we'd done enough to win. Yes, exactly. We thought we'd had it over and done with, I think, in the first half with the way we played. But unfortunately, we ended up getting pegged back to a draw. But yeah, that's the end of that. And Fagir is apparently being suggested that he isn't being played enough by Stuttgart. I don't understand how that's possible, because he's literally only just joined the club. Like, he's played once, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I never said that he was going to be... he was never going to be playing in every game. I don't know why you're expecting he was. We now have ourselves a scouting report. Let's see what they have offered us this time. A 92 rated there. We'll sign that dude. And I think that was the only player that we actually have today. We have an 84 rated here, but I'll probably leave him for now. I think, or shall we sign him? You know what? We'll sign him just because of his hair. Fuck it. Go for it. So yeah, we'll leave that where it is, I think. And yeah, we'll leave that where it is. Now a quick look at the players we've already got in the club. We have Valentino Gomez. He's looking not too bad of a player. I think he's one that we've just signed. This guy not looking too shabby either. He is not looking like very much. He's looking like a beast of a player. He again is not looking like too much. He's looking not too bad either. Same as him, in looking like a decent player, and so is he. These two lads, well, he's just been signed. He's not looking great. He is looking very good. Maybe looking at another, what's it called here? Another Salah on our hands. Ayman Ahmed, or Ahmad. Egyptian 17-year-old left winger. Or right midfielder, can play a very good role for our squad if we get him in here. He is not looking very good at all. Mr. Vincent, Theodore Vincent, not looking great at all, but this man looking like the next Salah with blue hair. And that is where we are going to end today's episode, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. We've had 3 games, obviously got a draw and a win in the league, and then lost our game in the cup against Hoffenheim, which we have moved up 4 places to 7th, so that's a good thing to count on. But now, in the next episode, we have a game here against, I think it's Dramenstad or something like that, and then we have a game against Werder Bremen as well. So yeah, it is Darmstadt. So yeah, they've taken our place, but yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest. After these performances today, we've looked decent attacking wise in all the games so far. We just haven't taken our chances. Then the one game we did take our chances, ended up fluffing it for a draw anyway. As we'll have a quick look and see if we've got Tekel, who is currently on the top goal scorer sheet with 3 goals. So that's something to be proud of, I suppose. We've got Ramphel, who is top of the assist chart with 5 assists out of his 12 matches, and Butler with 3 assists as well. Don't think we've got anyone else in there. We haven't. And clean sheets. Fartman is on there with 3 as well, so he's doing quite well, I think. Can't complain too much about the way we're playing at the moment. And one of them came against us, I'm pretty sure. That yeah, Herman was the one that came against us, the Dresden one. But yeah, that is the end of today's episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new. I'll catch you in the next episode, boys. Peace.
Rise up from from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I just bought a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me.